Welcome to my shop. It's not complete yet, but it's up and running. With that, a few weeks before Christmas, I had a friend call me and said, "You do woodworking, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Can you build a quilt ladder?" And I was like, "Not sure what a quilt ladder is." So I went on the internet and I said, "Sure, I can build one of those." Then it was like, "Well, I want it freestanding. I don't want it to lean up against the wall." No problem. "I want it to fold, but I don't want hinges." Okay. "I want it rustic." No problem. "Anything else?" It was like, "Yeah, can you carve my name on the top?" I was like, no, but I have a laser engraver. I can laser engrave it. It's like, okay, that'd be good. And so this is where I went. Okay, I just went to the big box store and got the 1x material, which is actually 3/4 of inch pine. And I got the stuff with all the knots in it to give it, per se, that rustic look. Then I milled it down, and I milled it down, it came out to be a total just over 1/2 inch, because the boards were definitely not straight. So it took a little bit, had to take a little bit of material off to get them straight. Of course, I jointed the one side, then jointed the edge, and then I ran it through the planer to make them parallel. Then I took them to the table saw and cut them down to the width I needed. Now, I had no plans for this, and it took me over a day to figure out what I was gonna do. And in that time period, I built this jig. Okay, here I have one of the legs in there, and I'm cutting a little piece off. That's so the two legs can come together. And then I used the jig to line them up to be able to drill holes in them, that so they would be in alignment. Now here is one of the end pieces. There again, I put it in the jig, and I have the same piece that I used to make the holes in the legs to make the holes in the end pieces. Here I'm sanding off a corner of the leg, that's so it will be able to fold. If I didn't take this corner off, then it wouldn't have been able to collapse. I also decided to use a laser engraver to put a floral design on the end piece, along with his name on the top. Of course, this is a Christmas present for his wife. Now, I just hand sanded the edges to get rid of that sharp corner. And then I used a random orbital sander to sand the faces. To attach the rungs, I decided to go with pocket hole screws. I went back and forth of whether to use, the pocket hole screws or dowels, or just to screw them, straight in through the side. I came up, I'll use the pocket hole screws. Again, I used pocket hole screws to attach the sides. And of course, I also did use glue. For the finish, I did stain it. Sorry, I don't have a video of me staining it. And then I finished it with a wipe-on poly. And there she is. Now, whether or not his wife liked it, I don't know, but when he came to pick it up, he liked it. So, job well done, I do believe. And remember, get out there and cut some wood.